but it does come down to execution as well.
Choose your hero.
Thank you, Lizard.
This Weaver Hoodwink mobility.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Orchid
battle
on Clinks this game over the Deso first to try and deal with the Weaver? And how fast can you get that timing up? So big itemization questions here for Ame that he has to decide, and the pace of the early game is going to kind of determine that. Which is why if Falcons get off to a fast start, they're looking for the first blood, and they should get it here with the illusions. Yeah, I mean that is good news for them, because the faster they get out ahead in this early game for Shake or Phoenix, it makes the Clinks and the Viper's itemization soaking for that level 3 timing here. They get the Shadow Demon to level 3, he hits that nice little damage power spike with level 2 poison. You disrupt the Viper, go on him, bug him. He has no real counterplay. He's going to get all in 100 to 0. You can throw out a fissure, but it might be a little too late depending on where the stacks come through. This is a very precarious lane for XG. And if they can get the blocks and go on Skeeter instead, that is a way better setup.
And it looks like they got him, especially with Xingqiu cutting through the trees beautifully to keep the vision the entire time, allow XXS to pursue that kill. And they get it before that level 3 timing you're talking about. It's very easy for the bugs to just destroy him. Skeeter's going to come back and try and get some revenge, and they will get it. The kill goes over to Snake King, though, so Skeeter still going to be suffering. Highest net
Faceless Void, where if Ame 6-0 on Faceless Void, I feel like XG won the
yeah.
And I think that's something everybody has understood at this point. 6-0 on Clinks, he did win that other game, but it's a much bigger question mark. He's had a pretty good start here, though, level 5 already. And there's the rotation from the King as, yeah, I mean, he is just so strong. He's level 4.5 before Wisdom Rings on a Shadow Demon with Arcane Boots completed. Insanely strong start.
Yeah, he's having a beast performance and perfect timing. Malrine, he gets aggressive on XXS, and he's going to make the pull for the Wisdom Rune here. Xingqiu tries to block him out, misses. Now, he's still going to get the Wisdom Rune, but he is going to take a lot of damage on his way out. And yeah, he's going to bait in a little bit. Malrine may get caught out by XM. Doesn't hit him with the Waiting Rift. Malrine is still strong here. DY, he's going to join in the fight. They're going to be able to kill the Earthshaker. Malrine's eventually going to go down, but he does trade his life out to get an Earthshaker kill and a lot of attention to this other lane. Orchid games, and if you lose the laning phase, I think that just kills the idea immediately. We'll see if Ame has a different idea, but if he goes Orchid, I struggle to see. He's going to have to go on some monster killing spree. Snake King is going to get caught out here, and that's a big kill. Remember, he was very high net worth, very high level, so
not going to overextend himself. So they'll lose the Shadow Demon, like you said, big kill. It's not a huge core, and that means
Ame in some trouble, has a little bit of heal. No, he gets bashed before he can get off the second round of Death Pact. He also had a Healing Lotus. There was a real chance he could have turned that fight around, but just could not get off the regen in time. And Crit is actually going to go for the kill on DY with that extra bit. Oh, he got the hit in, despite the slow attack animation of Hoodwink in general, combined with that extra slow. Still not enough.
Disruption mid. Snakey catches him a perfect point. Is it enough?
He's not going to be able to make a run for it to the tier 2s. He tries to survive by sticking where he's at, but that's not going to work either. And now Ame's going to be purged up. Malrine thinking about going for it here, but Ame's pretty tanky, and he still has another Death Pact, so he's going to be okay. And it's Snake King possibly dies here. Just need that long range swing or a dive in from DY. A little bit of revenge for what happened in the top lane.
D has been the Viper. And this is what can happen to the Viper when you get killed once or twice in that laning phase. You're a little behind, you get hunted, and Falcons are hunting him. I mean, this is just free food. You can line it up.
Can we get some rotations? XXS. He is just full on committing to turn around back on him. Malrine doesn't quite die. Ooh, the poison doesn't go off. Shadow Demon was coming forward to get a little bit more damage with a disruption or something, but couldn't quite get it. So XXS survives, and they not only managed to get Malrine back to the base, but yeah, I remember with the last time I was watching Mars Slardar and thinking, like, hey, this guy's just not really a Blink Dagger first player, but feels like Echo Saber just isn't the same strength as it used to be. And yeah, he went the Orchid build, and it's a pretty decent game for it here. Trying to slow him down. Turnaround, though. Disruption, and they've got the Purge. They can maybe kill the Viper from a distance here. Yeah, they've got him pretty easily. Skeeter's going to get on out of there. Got the kill. Pops his ult. jumps away, looking for the kill on
What?
DY, forces out the egg and gets out of range of it. Meanwhile, Xin is going to be caught by Maureen on the side. The coil goes out onto Amar, trying to chase this down, but Extreme not finding good openings anywhere in here. Maureen managed to kill the Earthshaker. They turn back, try and kill him, but if they chase too far into it, they're just going to get wiped. As you can see, DY can't even finish him off. Just one more hit was all that's needed. Ame couldn't do it. Now he's being chased down all the way into the tier 2. Skeeter just runs him down like a dog.
The amp is going to win you these early exchanges for sure if you can get multiple off.
Yeah, it's pretty clear Extreme,
working?
their winning situations is when, oh, look at Amar making that Orchid go to work by just dying the tier 2. No fear of an Earthshaker if he's silenced. So an easy kill. XXS TP's in a bit too late for the punish.
And do Roshan, something to remember in this game. I mean, any point Falcons want to walk into, especially a Radiant Roshan, it's gone in 10 seconds. It's just waiting for him to collect. Right now, they're happier collecting heroes. They'll find
Another
Team
successful
2 again,
scam.
and he's dead.
Easy pick off there. They got the scan on the Falcons move. Just a little two-man move from Snake King and Skeeter.
We're looking at some enemy ancients as well, looking for the Skelly boy, but they'll settle for a nice little double stack here. They catch ATF, but is ATF catching them? I mean, what are we doing here? He's 1v2 in our course.
Yeah, man's at half health, doesn't give a damn. Just runs down the Viper, almost pops him in just one hit. And XM, he's going to get chased down as well. Maureen gets him with the last proc of the Eye of the Storm before he could jump away.
Jeez, like you have to hope that Falcons jump XXS deep where you get a good coil supernova. The Deso is done for Ame. Don't have the blink shaker.
Yeah, this might be the fight. This might be the fight where they can get some sort of punish as Amar jumps in and almost immediately dies. Disruption will buy him a second here. Can they kill him on the way out? They hit him with a Viper Strike. He already has the Purge.
Where was the coil?
The demonic cleanse heals up the Slardar, and yeah, XM just refused to blow the coil on just a one man.
As Roshan will be collected off a single Viper kill is all it took. The lead continues to grow.
Now with an Aegis in hands and soon to be Gleipnir Skeeter, very ready to get aggressive. Xin, man's just not going to be seeing a Blink Dagger potentially at all this game. Still sitting at 850 gold and a dream. This is looking rough for Extreme. Is it up at all?
No, I'm saying if Falcons stand there and try and kill the egg.
Yeah, they probably could have, and nothing would have happened.
No, you would have got Fissure, then Shard's done. And then there's a
You're right. If
I
they
can
all stand on top of each other and get 5-man Fissure, then it would have been
how do you come back
rough.
in Dota? Anta for XXS and something for Ame. He's looking at Hurricane Pipe, but damn, is it a long way away.
Gleipnir goes out. Get the Bushwhack into the ults. Break the Viper. Almost one-shot him just casually. Just goes from 75% HP to 10. And even with the Yules, XM can't seem to contend with the Slardar. Went back up to that lane and immediately felt the cool bash of Amar.
I know a lot of times we talk about net worth, but the amount of level Falcons have extracted is absurd.
DY. I mean, these are just casual pickoffs. If you force him to use Supernova or something, then like...
period where we saw, if you remember, ATF was picking the Viper into the race to the fight, deal with him. Like, if Viper has a good game, you get a fast Hurricane Pike Manta or something, you can be really annoying there. It's just
the Sentry pre-set up early because, you know, Ame's been, his only option has been pushing out that bottom lane.
Which that hero does not mind some physical damage amp as well. But they finally get the Jinku Blink, and they will make it work.
Yeah, their first move, having to use Coil to get a kill on a Shadow Demon, still lose their mid, and potentially more as, yeah, XXS is going to die, and Jinku's not... Oh, he does manage to get the blink off before Mark can get there. Almost shot him. It didn't really matter. No.
Like, you're watching this fight. What is the rebuttal to Skeeter in this type of engagement?
Blink Dagger Gem. Snaking, he might die for this. It's possible. No, Ame's not going to get it.
Dude, he just basically almost solo killed him.
Yeah.
Had a planned game one as XG. It did not
look at Amar. Just immediately stops Extreme's attempt to go to the high ground. Now, it didn't work out quite the way he wanted, but still, Crit is able to follow it up really nice. Bushwhack, high ground egg. Maybe there's a little something to work with here. Is Viper's going to die? Yes, but the egg is going to successfully go off, stunning up the Weaver. Malreen's a little bit separated from his team, but there's no damage threat. He's got a shield rune, so he is more than tanky enough to contend with any 2 or 3 heroes that run in him.
These fights are just impossible. I mean, way too tanky, way too early, and they don't need to build too much extra damage as they have it. Set up for Ame.
Ame is bold, man. Really trying to do it like that. Trying to get the pick off on crit. But again, just raw levels, man, are giving the supports stats to survive through damage out.
There's a Shadow Demon save. There's mobile heroes they don't have the lockdown for. You're just trying to run this Klinkson and hope he doesn't hit the gem. Whereas the damage from
okay,
Falcons
all right.
is so much easier.
I'm not gonna allow this. I'm not.
I feel
Probably.
like I feel as if he doesn't want to make that play because he feels if he goes in, he's dead for it. Like, look at the burst, right? You're gonna get stunned or Gleipnired by something, and then you're amped and just 3-shot. And the thing about the coil egg is okay, it's cool, but it's not killing anybody in this game. You have the coil egg just.
Then, you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, ATF just
Give
sitting in his Ags puddle here, daring you to go on him. You cannot go on him and win a fight.
He's 3,600 HP, and the magic damage is just going to get shrugged off so easily. Jin Q tried to jump forward. Not much Extreme can do at this point. Down 30k. They're going to pop the Supernova. Falcon just run it. Deal with the egg pretty easily.
Yeah, there's your coil egg.
Buyback to their one hope, but they only have one buyback to throw here. Oh, wait, the Fisher almost takes away the one life, which would be an Aegis life, but instead it's Shin Q dying back.
Yeah, I mean, that was a game that was probably over at the 20-minute mark. Clearly get closed out in fashion here. 37-7 XG find basically nothing. DY actually played pretty well given their position. I think his early game was solid. He had some cool eggs. He got the Shivas in the end. I don't know how you get a Shivas on Phoenix next.
Luna
So-
also
Deceptive, and it's disgusting because ATF and Malreen share like 10 Grandmaster heroes across each other, So
Yeah.
that sucks for XG because they really wanted this Timber in the Luna lane, but it should also be a tough lane for Almar. And the first blood will help as well. Look at that.
Yeah, already seeming more coordinated and more valuable real estate, and maybe even the hero you're shutting down is better for the game progression. I feel like that's all pretty good arguments for the rotation to the top. We'll see if that actually happens. XM is closing in on that level 6 pretty soon, or if we see the other option, right, which was the supports rotate to mid, he tries to take that mid tower.
He's in trouble. This is not a fun lane for him. And
they're gonna go for the deny, and he got it. Crit with the big club. 72
that's
damage.
crazy.
It takes the
Really
kill
big.
away from Extreme. And Extreme are stuck in the trees. Uh-oh. DY, he'll be able to get one last spell off, but they're both a little bit low. So Snake King comes over and makes the rotation, helps collect a kill out of the situation. Still very good for Extreme. A 2,000 net worth lead. This is easily the biggest lead that they have.
And that 6-minute rune, where did it go? Oh, Mallory.
Oh, he might have to kill on the Skeeter. He does. XXS. It just they kept double edging him, and Skeeter did not expect that damage to ramp up as quickly as it did. Because they are group stage kings. They top out the group stage every single time they get into it. They just need to be able to translate that into some playoff success, and this is already very promising.
And Snake King dead again. Leaps used. I mean, compare this to his game 1, right? To the max. Just what Veno can do. And DY is getting it done. Will be an invis gang from Mallory. Not much you can do about that. And I'll get some XP back towards crit here. You might not even need to go up here if you're XM. Which means you might be able to make that gank bottom and get this top tower. We'll see what he opts to do. Could go top, get the tower secure, and then gate bottom and fight.
Yeah.
That's another route XG can think about here, because they still have this Veno strong bottom, and he's getting linked. He missed the kill.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. Awesome. He's gonna get stampeded, but it's still not enough. Maybe a little bit earlier he could have gotten out, but yeah, too late in that situation. Around the Moonlight Shadow, they see if they can find anything more, but not the case here. And this is gonna leave Amar is actually gonna go for the kill on Ame, but DY is here right around the corner. Amar probably thought that it was going to be a solo Luna, but now he's going to get kited back and pretty easily killed. It looks like he hopes to be able to get the kill on DY before he goes down, but now the kitty's back over that top lane. Stampede running after Malrine. An arrow intercepts, but it doesn't stop the crit swarm coming out from XM to get that kill. And now Shin Q is going to try and slow down crits. Doesn't have brambles for another 2 seconds, so he's probably out of here. Still going to try for it. They actually hit the bramble. Crit goes to the toss to stop the stomp. But XM has got him in range of the Spirit Siphon, so he'll just run him down. He is so farmed, so big at this point in time. He knows he could just charge in, and there is no room for Falcons to respond.
I mean, it just feels like the flip of game one. Like, XG have put Falcons in a position where...
Fights without having to be a core, right? Just like you see Razor, you just pop your ultimate on him. It kills all of his mobility, and you don't have
right?
that
He's
too.
dead.
Yeah, he's just dead. He just runs into the 5 position and is countered.
Like that is a huge asset in terms of being able to shut ATF down like that. Give him the triple tip. Give him the quad tip. Your life hell.
Yeah, like this Centaur is gonna go on a rampage with this Blink Dagger, man. He's gonna run around, and if you got a hand of Midas, you're just gonna die so quickly. I think Falcons really the only opening here is I mean, it's just purely about somehow finding the right kind of team fight where they've got the heroes to win fights.
CK's presence just isn't going to be effective. You're looking for some extra stacks here. This is a nice setup for Falcons. They can land some combinations.
Toss back, Stampede away. They're being very careful, not giving any freebies. Shinkyu almost goes down, but now Malrine has committed for a kill and will instantly die. Doesn't get it, and will pay the price. And XTREME are going to clean up that ancient stack as well. Falcons thought this is maybe going to be an opportunity, catch XTREME slipping, but XTREME very well coordinated in this game too. Brought all of their heroes together, instantly pounce on Malrine in his attempt there.
Half, they're going high ground. This is... Where has this XG been? Like, this has to be one of the fastest games I've ever seen this team play. Did I just get it? This is a lot of damage.
Oh no, the toss back, way out of position. This is awkward. Ame gets off the Eclipse. It does a healthy amount of damage, but he is... Oh, the save of the fear. He's going to get off a little bit more damage. He has nowhere to run to, though, so he's going to die. It just allows them to do a bit more before he goes. They get
at the 18-minute mark from this Death Prophet right now. If you get a fight on the side of XG, you are very happy with it. But if you get your Luna ganked again, you're very sad about it.
Toss back. Trying to go for him. Stampede going off. The team rapidly trying to get here with the smoke. Now they're behind Falcons. They failed to get the kill on the Luna, and now they're going to get punished for it. Snaking, he'll leap into the river before he gets stunned. No more leaps, though, so he'll get 2 pickoffs for that one, with XM having not just an amp damage. I've seen it a few times. That game, we didn't actually get to see it. It was more standard, you know, Kaya Sanj, I think most people do. But XM, he goes second item Aghanim Scepter, which he's going to put to use here to kill Skeeter.
That is another failed gank from Falcons. The moves are just coming out too late here. I think this Axe is good in a situation like this. It's a lot of extra damage, some extra slow. Really annoying for the Razor. This thing goes through BKB. So...
Just got popped, so they've got a bit of a window here. If they really want to go for it, which I think they should, they could barrel down bottom and use the Shield Root and Exorcism. But there's the thing about just Blink Dagger Tiny, right? It's hard to go high ground against it. Crit's going to use it here to set up a kill onto the Centaur. Pulled back in. They get the kill. TP gets canceled. The rest of the team...
Centaur cannot be there, though.
A little awkward. Bit of a poke, though. Slow poke from Ame.
Hey, Falcons are going to toss him back here. They know they have the 4 and 5.
They got the toss back. A lot of damage from that Whirling Death. Immediately get the slow onto Crit. Taking Crit out is pretty important. They don't not want to let a second round of that toss back happen. Malrine jumping forward with his own Blink Dagger, catches Jin Q. They do not manage to get the punish on Crit, but they may manage to get the building still, as Falcons do need to heal up a little bit here. Buyback immediately from Shin Q. He's going to TP onto the outpost, see if he can get here in time for the fight. And it's looking good. Falcons having to play it so slow as they needed the heal badly. They're going to just lose the full lane of barracks.
They still have this Aegis for 2, and the Razor BKB is way more important than the Centaurs here.
Yeah, the Razor is a big factor in shutting down this Luna. Another jump in, toss up, immediately trying to stop the stomp. Boy, Crit just gets blown up this time around, and Ame just charges forward last minute on the Aegis, so made it worth it. The Aghanim Scepter now off from Malrine, so he's not nearly as tanky.
Skeeter
He's gonna
ticks
have
out.
to back away, and it's just kind of stuck. Toss up, try to get him back into the tier 4s with the leap. They do manage to do so. XM turns around. They do manage to pop him with the buyback coming in. Crit still going to die. That's a dieback for him. Extreme backing away slowly now, respecting the Falcons. But they're okay. Damn, they're really just going for it. Another support buyback to try and help Ame take another lane of barracks. I love this play. XXS, Bedlam do the damage to finish off Malrine. Ame just really wants these 2 lane of barracks. Malrine's going to jump forward with his Aghanim Scepter, so they can't really touch him despite his HP bar being low. Wait out the axe to explode. It goes off. Now we can't really come back in. In fact, XXS is going to go for the execution, lacking a bit of magic damage. Range barracks now down. Melee barracks up next. Skeeter just getting chased away by bouncing glaives. 2 lanes of barracks down now for Extreme, as they're finally going to give Falcons a bit of space.
Afraid to do them without an Aegis. Just feel like they have Falcons on the back foot, and they're right. Why take your foot off the pedal here?
Man, they had the lane ward too, but it still doesn't stop Extreme from finding the opening first. Malrine goes down. He has a buyback. And you know Extreme are going to force it out of him. Guardian Greaves done for the Mirana. But I don't feel like it's the heal that's the problem here. It's not the sustain, it's the damage. Can they actually kill XM or Ame? They're going to go for the toss back onto XM. Missed out on the arrow. Still going to be able to blow him up thanks to Skeeter. But now he has been feared up with a beautiful stomp from the Centaur. Ame goes to work a little bit, but now the shield goes off from the Timbersaw, so they can't really go for him. Crit is looking for more. They found an opening here, and a bad time for lag because Crit was gunning for the...
I don't know if he gets it now. I don't think he does.
I think Ame's going to Hurricane Pike him, and he's too far away. Now, they might still be able to run him down. Creek gets another blink off. Now he gets the toss back, but they're going to jump back in at this point in time with XXS hitting the stomp. They had a small window to try and blow up the Luna. They still managed to get that kill. XXS trying to run around, do some damage, but the biggest damage dealer is gone in the hands of the Luna. So, Falcons proving they can still take these fights. Took a lot out of them, but usually not an ability I think you almost ever talk about. It's pretty whatever, but I think in this game it's actually relatively easy to use, right? It's the same target. Noxious Plague on the Razor, and you can also Latent Toxicity. He's a hero with BKB Refresher, you know? Decent chance you're gonna get that one off. A jump in immediately from XXS. Pops his BKB, pretty fearless, but maybe a little bit early jump on the gun here. They don't get the immediate follow-up. XM gets off a Shiva. Going for the execution. They do manage to get off the fear off this time around, but the burst is there from Malrine instead. Amar, meanwhile, in the mix with his Refresher, is trying to drain the damage away from Ame. Stop these glaives from bouncing, and it's working. He's taking away all the damage. Oh, it's all crumbling now for Extreme as they try to jump in too early. XXS didn't have the follow-up from the rest of the team, and Falcons kited it out perfectly. They did not lose a single hero, and they wipe Extreme and will take Roshan.
I just fundamentally disagree with
damage with the Exorcism. You're all the more reliant on Luna to be able to clean up these fights, who does have the Butterfly, no Shard yet. Does have the extra evasion out of the Elven Tunic as well, but it still seems like Falcons have a bit of an addressed issue with the Razor.
I mean, for XM in these later fights, and I think he regrets it as he now has BKB lined up, but he is very far away, which means you have to take another team fight here with your Butterfly timing without it.
It's going to break. Who gets the jump first? Malrine goes forward. XXS hits a nice 2-man stomp in the backline, with the Shiva's also going off. Amar, holding on to his static link for now, not finding his target, is going to have to use it on DY. Still has a refresher for a second one if Ame shows his face. The Exorcism is used, so Falcons will call it quits for now. They didn't even have Phantasm for that fight. So
go back in.
Oh, but if they get Skeeter before he can get off the Phantasm, this could be really good for Extreme, trying to blow him up as quick as possible to get the first life. Can they get it for free, though? Are they able to get out of here? Amar looks like he wasn't able to get through the Lincoln. Still has static link. He's going to go for the Centaur instead. Not really going for Ame. With a buyback coming in from XXS, they can still go for this. All the illusions trying to cover Falcons as they go for the retreat out of here. Got a Timber Chain and a blink farther out. Can Extreme catch up to him? XXS is only just now rejoining his team, and he's too far away to get a blink dagger jump.
By nothing here. Throwing away 20k net worth lead in a Roshan that you should have gotten. Like, you're not feeling great about how this game is progressing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being transported. Oh, there's the toss back. Got onto the Venomancer. Crit. He has an Overseal Totem, but couldn't get it off. XXS hit him with the stun, and DY didn't even die from that one. Well, spoke too soon. Malrine jumps in, hits him with a BKB Timber Chain. XXS backing away. He's going to keep his distance from Skeeter. Goes back in with a stomp here, but Malrine did manage to get off his axe. Not an easy target to kill, and that's going to be dangerous. They got the toss back onto the Death Prophet. Stampede goes off. XM going deeper inside of the base. With his Exorcism, he's a little bit isolated right now. Skeeter's going to try and focus him down with his BKB, and they can get through him. They could not get to him in time on the side of Extreme, and now they start backing away. A Curse Crown stun helps. XXS, BKB, TP out. Jin Q does also TP out successfully. But maybe most importantly all for Falcons, they hold.
Spawn RNG did not do him any favors, but XG played for it. They had very limited options. They made the most of them, and this is an Aegis Refresher Shard. I think you get the hell out of here, honestly. I don't even know if you want to fight here still if you're XG.
They got the successful scan, but they're going through the gate. Is anybody going to get caught as they go through this gate? Shivas reveals some heroes, but the Avalanche. Oh no! XM is going to pop his BKB. Now he goes through the gate. He's going to take a ton of damage. They finish him off. No, he got through the gate. 67 HP.
What did he die to?
Oh, what did he die to? He had 67 HP.
That's what I'm feeling. If I'm XG, I want Hex so that I can
going back in it with the gem. A Shadow Blade to help him get in position to find a pickoff like this. DY will drop his gem. Can Extreme get here and do anything about it? XXS, he goes in, now tries to get out with the Stampede. Couldn't take the gem. Amar, meanwhile, is latched onto XM. BKB, TP out. He's going to be okay this time around.
Jin Q will not.
Still something that opens up Roshan, which potentially spawning in 30 seconds.
I mean, what does Roche even do for you, though? You had Roche. Yeah. You couldn't do it. You didn't do it. You lost 15k net worth. I mean, it's... Maybe you're even at a spot where, like, you have to find some thrown back or, I don't know, or them through glyph somehow. I don't think you can win the fight. Maybe in a deep base dive. You still have this Refresher Shard on Jin Q. It's worth mentioning.
Skater sneaks into the base. Execute Jin Q immediately.
Not worth mentioning, I guess. Literally evaporates as they might be able to do something with it.
They did finally, the gem finally restocked, and it's coming out right now. A couple more seconds here, right as the Moonlight Shadow goes off.
I mean, this is the high ground ward for XG.
Malrine jumps in, and he blows up the support so quickly. The 3 BKBs go off, but they can do nothing about Amar just charging in and taking all of Ame's damage. I don't give a damn about your Divine Rapier, says Amar. He just takes your base damage away from you, takes your attack speed from you. What good is a Divine Rapier if you're not actually hitting anything? Win the laning phase, and they finally did it this game. And it still just wasn't enough for him. They couldn't play clean enough, and now XM, he's dealt one finishing blow, 3 more remaining, perhaps for Ame. They try and get him back to the fountain, and they will successfully do so. But your Ancient, it is sitting precariously outside of fountain range. And if he gets enough mana, they might just phantasm and farm you inside of the fountain, possibly. Tried to jump forward, hit him with the Terrorize, followed up with a Stomp, trying to take away that Aegis. Might be able to do so, but again, Malrine and Razors. Mar just in there. Can't really do much. They turn around and hit him back, and it's just sad. They just don't take any damage. Malrine certainly doesn't take any damage, not with the Zags going on, and the tip. Oh,
says ATF. Tip me, clowns. GG easy. ATF with all the trash talk he wants as